Warning: the following show may contain use of strong language and Pokemon named inappropriately for minors. FluffyPinkYak battles may also contain high levels of awesome, and those susceptible to Pokemon-induced hyperactivity should take extra care to reduce the risk of spontaneous combustion.
It's time to party! Let's party! Everyone with yourself and have a crazy party! Hey you! Let's party!
Oh hi! It's a battle against someone I don't know the name of, because it was just something I found on my Versus recorder, so I was like, I'm gonna upload this. This looks quite good. So it's obviously OU, because he led with a Weavile and I led with a Bat. I U-turn out because I like U-turn, and it's super effective. So I go back to Fluffy and bring out my Metagross. So he goes into a Mint, which is kind of queer, but I'm physically bulky, so I can take Earthquake, or he can DD up while I throw some rocks around. That does more than I thought actually, so I'm guessing he's like entirely physical and not like a mixed Mints, which would be cool. So I don't want to take another Earthquake, so I'm going to go into my Crobat and try and get a Hypnosis off. And Crobat actually did really well in this battle, because it didn't miss Hypnosis at all in its 2 attempts to get it off. So I'm going to Super Fang because this Salamence is Life Orb, and that will help me out in wearing it down. And now I'm just going to U-turn out of there and go into something else that can play ball with this Salamence. So I go into Vaporeon, and it's the wrong Vaporeon. It's my I think this is my physical inclined wall, and I'm supposed to bring a special wall one. So this one's called Wildcard because it was part of my Poison Mono team that failed epically against Rosablade. And yeah, so now I go into my Metagross, which can kind of take Outrages a lot better. I live on 29 HP, and I am just going to die. But at least his Outrage is kind of like over and done with. So that's gonna confuse him, because that's what Outrage does. And I was kind of hoping he'd get Confusion Hacks and go away, but whatever. So he brings in Alakazam, and this is where I wanted my special wall Vaporeon, because it would have taken Psychics better than this, I guess. Okay, this is my Acid Armor one. I have no idea what the EV spread on this thing is, but it's not all specially bulky. And it has Hidden Power, Rock, or something weird. Yeah, it's not the one I usually use with Metagross, so that kind of sucks. But what are you going to do? It's still a Vaporeon, it does the same thing, and it's going to kind of help me take down this Alakazam. It dies, but Alakazam's on half health, so I can go into my Dragonite. Knowing that I can take a Psychic, I can get DD up, and then I can hit it with an extreme speed. Special defense down, doesn't really matter, I guess. It's not like I can take a Ice Beam still. So extreme speed's going to take this Alakazam out, and that's good, because that thing needs to bugger off back to UU, because I'm an OU whore biatch. So he brings in a Charizard, which is NU, and that's gay because he's not allowed to use NUs. And I go for a Dragon Claw thinking it would kill, but it doesn't. And then he uses Dragon Pulse and kills me. He lives on like 1 HP, that's just gay. How dare you bring an NU and kill my OU whoring with it? Jeez. So I die and then he dies because he had Life Orb, which is good because that's 2 things that Dragonite took out. And he goes back into his Mint as I go to my Crobat. And I'm just going to Aerial Ace it in the chops because it was like dead anyway. And I'm going to outspeed obviously, unless he had like Shadow Sneak hacked onto it or something. So now he goes into Latias, and I'm like, alright, this is a proper OU hoary test thing. And U-turn would be super effective, so I'm pretty sure I go for that. No, I go for a Super Fang because I'm stupid. I should have gone for a U-turn, because now he wakes up and Psychics me, and I could have been into something else and taken that, and it would have been happy days. So that blows, and I'm presuming this thing's like Specs because I didn't see any Life Orb or Lefties. So I figure I can go and endure with this thing and do a super duper explode sweep. But he's not actually choiced, so it doesn't do enough for the endure to kick in, or even for the Salic boost. So that's queer, and then my explode dies. So I go into my monkey, and that's going to finish off this lap into a U-turn, which my Crobat should have done in the first place. And his last guy's a Sizzle, and that's going to die from overheat, and he can't touch me with bullet punch, so unless I missed overheat and he got a superpower or something, that's no problem. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm sorry I can't remember the guy's name, but that happens now and again. It was just something fun on my versus recorder, so peace.